In the small town of Valparaiso, Chile, stood an old, decrepit hospital. The building was shrouded in mystery and rumors of supernatural activity. Locals whispered of unexplained footsteps echoing through darkened halls and shadowy figures that appeared in empty rooms. The townsfolk believed the hospital was haunted by the ghost of a former nurse who met a tragic end many years ago. Maria, a curious and adventurous journalist, was determined to uncover the truth behind the hospital's paranormal reputation. Armed with her camera and notepad, she entered the dilapidated building, her heart pounding with a mixture of fear and excitement. As she stepped into the decaying lobby, a chill descended upon Maria, sending shivers down her spine. The air felt heavy, thick with the lingering presence of the nurse's ghost. Undeterred, she ventured deeper into the hospital, her footsteps echoing in the silence. The corridors were long and dimly lit, the paint on the walls peeling away to reveal the hospital's tragic history. Maria carefully followed the ghostly whispers that seemed to guide her through the labyrinth-like maze of hallways. Suddenly, a cold gust of wind rushed past Maria, extinguishing the flickering candles that lined the walls. She felt a presence behind her, and as she turned, her breath caught in her throat. There, standing before her, was the ethereal figure of the nurse. Her eyes were hollow, but her gaze bore into Maria's soul. The journalist's heart pounded in her chest as she stood frozen, unable to tear her eyes away from the ghostly apparition. The nurse's lips moved soundlessly, yet Maria could hear her voice in her mind. The ghost longed to share her tragic story, to find some semblance of peace in the afterlife. Intrigued, Maria nodded, giving the nurse permission to communicate. Through the ghost's fragmented memories, Maria learned that the nurse had been unjustly accused of malpractice, leading to her dismissal from the hospital. The nurse's reputation ruined, she couldn't bear the shame, and in her despair, she took her own life. Maria felt a surge of empathy for the nurse and vowed to clear her name, to bring justice to her troubled spirit. With determination burning in her eyes, she set out to uncover evidence that would turn the tables on those who had wronged the nurse. The journalist delved into archives, interviewing former hospital employees and tracking down witnesses from that fateful time. Despite facing resistance from some, Maria's relentless pursuit of the truth slowly began to pay off. One by one, pieces of the puzzle fell into place. Witnesses confessed to falsifying medical records, admitting to framing the nurse to protect their own reputations. Maria meticulously gathered evidence, her journalistic instincts sharpened by her newfound mission. The town was abuzz with the news of Maria's investigation, and the fate of the nurse became a hot topic of conversation. People began to question the long-standing rumors of the hospital's haunting, realizing that the ghostly apparitions may have been the nurse trying to right the wrongs committed against her. As Maria's efforts gained traction, the walls of the old hospital seemed to hum with anticipation. It was as if the building itself yearned for redemption, waiting for justice to be served. Finally, armed with irrefutable evidence, Maria arranged a public hearing. The courtroom was packed, filled with townspeople eager to witness the unfolding drama. The nurse's spirit loomed overhead, silently observing the proceedings. One by one, witnesses stepped forward, confessing their guilt and exposing the lies that had ruined the nurse's life. The truth came flooding out, cleansing the hospital of its haunting energy as the weight of injustice was lifted. At the end of the hearing, the judge delivered a righteous verdict, clearing the nurse's name and proclaiming her innocence. The courtroom erupted in applause, a release of emotions that had been brewing for years. Maria stood outside the hospital, a sense of peace washing over her. The nurse's ghost materialized one last time, a smile etched across her spectral face. The haunting was finally laid to rest, the spirit finding solace in the truth. And so, the hospital underwent a remarkable transformation. The once dilapidated building was restored to its former glory as a place of healing and rejuvenation. People from all over sought treatment there, unaware of its dark past until Maria shared the nurse's story with the world. The nurse's spirit, now at peace, departed from the hospital, leaving behind a legacy of redemption and justice. Maria published her findings, ensuring that the nurse's story would never be forgotten. The small town of Valparaiso, once shrouded in fear, became a symbol of resilience and a testament to the power of truth. And in the darkest corners of the hospital, whispers of gratitude lingered, as if the nurse's ghost still watched over those who sought healing within its walls.